so this is probably going to be my last dungeon raid before the beta ends. I also still have work to do, so yeah, I just want to show you guys what I have been playing so far, refining so far. I'm not sure if I literally have like just broke sorcerers, one of the sorcerers build, but I think this build is goddamn broken. Yeah, like I mentioned it in my previous video, it's nearly unkillable. I can't really test it on the world boss because I missed it. But yeah, I really have no issues with surviving, dealing damage, and constantly having barrier. My life is not even going below like 80% or 90% most of the time. Okay. I think as to show you how this really works, right, I really need a really tanky boss. Like a boss that can survive a few of my hits. Look, I'm just spamming my ultimate like, and it's nobody's business. Wait, is there even a boss in this dungeon? I don't think there is, but there might not have. If there isn't one, then I'll probably just do another dungeon. Right, and then I'll call it a day. Oh wait, there. Look, the barrier is always up. It's just ridiculous.
I'm not ready yet.
Okay, there should be one. Let's just travel. The only downside about this build, right, that I'm doing right now is that it's slow. There is no movement skill, so it's slow. Yep, it's just slow AF. Okay, the only thing that I can move is using my space bar to leap forward. That's like the only thing that can help me accelerate a little bit faster. Yeah, but other than that, there's really nothing else.
I'm not ready yet.
So yup, it's slow, but it does the job. Hey.
Wouldn't have made it without you.
Right, one prisoner freed. I need to see another. Oh. Oh wow! I got the achievement. Ow. Ow. Yeah, and having I think having two Hydras is really crazy. You can see I have two Hydra, right? I think it's just the damage of this, even though it's slow, right? But it's just stupid high. Okay, if you count it indirectly, because per Hydra hit. Okay, let's see how much damage per Hydra hit. Okay. The rock. Yeah, so you can see per Hydra hit is doing 100, but I have 8 Hydra hits. That's like 800 damage already.
It's locked.
Oh, it's locked. I need to find. Oh, I need to free one more prisoner. Oh, it's over there. Oh my god. I need to walk all the way back. And yes, that's the problem of this build, because it's a freaking turtle build. Yeah, it's just a freaking turtle build. But it's just super tanky, and it depends on how much minions you can summon. But I ever have a stack. Okay, I'm not doing nothing. I ever have a stack where my configuration, right, reaches like 10. Yeah, I remember it was 10. Hey, wait, no, the prisoner is here. Where am I going? Use the greasy key to unlock. Okay. Is this a dead end? I think it's a dead end.
I need time.
It would be a waste of time to just walk through. It might be though. Wait, what? This is a...
We came here to purge this evil. But now...
What the hell?
we can't.
This is a side quest in the dungeon?
Like this.
This is the first time though.
We can't do it alone.
Yeah, this is the first time I found a side quest in the dungeon. Oh, wow. Some help. And yeah, you guys, right? You all need to take note on my skills. Okay, look at how much I am spamming. Yes, look at how many minions I have now. I have 8. I saw 8 just now. Yeah, that even if I'm vulnerable, I'm not even scared, man. This is like just just stupid good. Alright, let's get the chest. I did not expect a side quest to me here. Let's go back. Oh, I had a two socket stuff. It's very rare to find 2 sockets. I have been trying to farm it, but I think it's really very hard. Not to mention like the legendary items is already difficult to find. And I'm not sure if I don't really understand if people, those players that actually say rare items are better, but legendary has 4 mods. So I'm really not sure about that. Like, maybe there's something I missed out on why rare gears are better. Because the mods on rare gears seems to be the same as the legendary one. So why is rare better? Like because you can craft it? Maybe? I think. 1 liver and where's the other one? Here. Okay. Is it time? Boss fight? Is it time? No, not yet. God, this dungeon is so long. Ow.
I need time to prepare that.
Ooh. Just teleporter. Oh. Legendary chest armor. Should I just take a look first? Taking direct damage has 10% chance. Oi, hey. How dare you pop my marble? I'm just reading that shit, man. Just let me read in peace. Taking direct damage has a 10% chance to reset the cooldown of one of your defensive skills. Okay. That's actually damn good. And I have a shrine here. Oh,
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, is this broken shrine? I guess it's this. Is it this? Travel to
Any time to prepare.
Yeah, I think I went like one full round. Okay, so it's just going down there. I think that might be the boss though. Because he has a life. Yeah, it's a life in front.
I'm not ready.
Ow. Oh, we got a pants. What pants is this? You take 20% less damage. Ooh, this is actually good for me. Yeah, because I'm always making them vulnerable. So it's like I think it's flat 20%, right? And there's like 20%, 2.2% damage reduction. Pretty good. Okay. I guess it's boss time. Okay, watch carefully, okay guys. Cast this, cast my ulti, cast this. Look, my ice blade is up already. My ice blade is up again already. Look at this. Look at how many times I'm spamming my ice blade. I have like 10 minions on the field already. And my ulti is up again. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. It's just stupid. Yeah, it's just stupid. Look at the cooldown of Ice Blade. It has 11 seconds, right? But it doesn't even feel like 11 seconds. It feels like 1 to 2 seconds only. That's what I'm trying to explain. Okay, I think this combination is just stupid broken. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Alright, so I know the beta is about to end already, but I'll just share with you guys on my build. I have actually tried various builds combination, and even like the pure fire flame sorcerer, ice sorcerer, the lightning sorcerer, and even a build that focus on like core skills, the build that focus on like mastery skills. I tried many different combinations. Alright, I've tried to refund my skills over and over and over again to like see what is the best combinations, and I can tell you this is just super broken. Alright, so I'm gonna go through a skill tree, a quick one. So the first one is like Arc Lash. Okay, Arc Lash will be our bread and butter for the left click. The reason I am using Arc Lash is because of this. Hitting a stun enemy with Arc Lash reduces your cooldown by 0.525 seconds, and Arc Lash is probably like one of the only skills that hit everything in front of you. Like that there is no target limit. Okay, whereas for like Firebolt, Frostbolt, and Spark, it's like only one target. And I mean, yes, they have a chance to deal AoE, but it is not guaranteed. Okay, Arc Lash deals everything in front, and the damage is very high. Okay, so this is one of the reasons. Plus, we have Frost Armor and all the barriers to continuously tank for us the damage. So having a melee skill on a sorcerer is pretty okay. Okay, so next, core skills. Core skills is just 0. Okay, completely 0. I don't even want to touch this portion because my focus is on the summonings, alright, the elemental summoning. So there is really no real good reason to pump any of this here. Probably only potent warding, but I don't really need the resistance. I'm already tanky enough, so I decided to just pump more damage into Arc Lash. Alright, and next over here is our defensive skills. Glass Cannon 3-3. Okay, you are already so tanky with the almost full uptime on the barriers. Okay, I have tested this with and without, and even with Glass Cannon, I'm still able to soak up so much damage. So having this 18% increased damage bonus for no good reason is just a no-brainer. Okay, and then if you want, you can take Elemental Attunement, but I did not take it because my crit strike chance is not super high, and not only that, even if you crit, there is no guarantee that you will have a chance to reset. It's only 5%. Okay, so it's either you pump 3 of this or nothing, and that's why I decided to just pump the rest all into Ice Armor. There is no sub category for this because it's really not needed. Okay, while Ice Armor is active, your mana regeneration is 25%. I'm not abusing or using much skills that is mana. Only my Hydra is using the mana. Okay, enemies that hit you while Ice Armor is active have a chance to be frozen. I don't need them to be frozen. Okay, damage against vulnerable enemies contribute 100% more to Ice Armor barrier. I also don't need this because when Ice Armor is active, my barrier is always full. It's always full because my minions are doing so much damage that the barrier is constantly replenishing. So that's why I don't need this, and I just add more into Ice Barrier. Okay, Ice Armor, sorry. And next over here is just abusing all of the summoning skills. So Hydra is like your main damager, right? I will say is one of the main damager. And you can see I have a maximum 2 active Hydras at the same time. That's because of this. Okay, there is a legendary that actually gives you this, which is you may have 1 additional Hydra active, but Hydra duration is reduced by 23%. Nobody cares about 23% because there is no cooldown on it. You can just keep spamming it, right? As long as you have mana, and Hydra is the only skill that uses mana, so that's why I would say Hydra is your bread and butter. And of course, while healthy, your cast of Hydra has 1 additional hit, so 4 hits, that's like 8 hits. Each hit deals about 110 damage, okay? It shows you 183, but there is resistance and there's like fire resistance on enemies, right? So it really depends on the enemies as well, okay? So you can just roughly estimate the damage. 8 hits. Let's just say if this is 200, okay, we just round out, okay? Let's say this is like 200 damage on estimate, right? 4 hits will mean 800 damage. 8 hits will mean 1600 damage. That's like, we're talking about from a single target perspective. So yes, and on top of this, there's like a burn from the Hydra, dealt over 6 seconds. 8 hits is a lot. 8 hits is a lot. This thing stacks, okay? So it's quite stupid. Alright. And then we have the Ice Blade. This is also like the core skills to make this build work. Why? Because of the enchantment effect. For every 20 seconds in cooldowns you spend, you spawn an Ice Blade on a random enemy. The enchantment effect, alright, below. This means whenever you cast your Ice Blade and maybe Lightning Spear, alright, you're gonna automatically cast 1 additional Ice Blade, and then if you cast another Ice Armor, it's gonna spawn another Ice Blade. Alright, so you just think of this way: every 20 seconds accumulated you spend on cooldown, there will be a random Ice Blade that spawns. And this Ice Blade will spawn on a random enemy, and if the enemy dies, it will continue on to hit the next enemy. It doesn't go away, but of course it still stays there for only 6 seconds. But that's good enough. That's good enough, okay? Because this is where this combination is broken. Enhanced Ice Blade. Ice Blade's cooldown is reduced by 1 second each time it hits a vulnerable enemy, and it has a 30% chance to make them vulnerable. So it slashes quite fast in a sense that the vulnerable status is almost always there. Okay, so not only it reduces cooldown by 1 second, okay, it also actually increases the damage taken by vulnerable enemies by 20%. Right below at the bottom, you see there's a vulnerable enemies take 20% increased damage right down there. Alright, and the next one is summon Ice Blade. 50% of enhanced Ice Blade cooldown reduction is applied to your other skills. This is where the broken part comes, because other skills means your Lightning Spear, your Ice Armor, and the ultimate Inferno, which I have pumped. Okay, this is also a summon apparently. If you guys didn't know, this is a summon. Okay, this is a summon and it contributes to the damage as well. So yes, having all of this, right, as from the clip previously you have seen, Ice Blade, when you're fighting like big bosses, the Ice Blades just keep coming out, just keep spamming them. It is so broken that I can have up to 10 minions on the field at one time. Up to, okay, but of course they are not full uptime. And with this Conjuration Mastery, you deal 3% increased damage for each active Conjuration. I have like 30% increased damage for like just no good reason. I'm just spamming my minion button to summon them and to hit them. Right, and then yeah, this is basically what the combo is about. And here comes the defensive part, abusing this mechanic. Okay, so this is really not important. What we want is this protection. Using a cooldown grants 30% of our maximum life as a barrier for 5 seconds. Every time I use any of these cooldown skills, Ice Blade, Lightning Spear, Ice Armor, or even Inferno, I am going to have 154% additional life. You can just take it as additional life. Okay, it doesn't stack. Alright, but every time you use the skill, it will straight away replenish up to 154 life. So you can imagine, as long as you're not taking like super crazy fatal damage, there's no way you're gonna die. Because you're constantly spamming your minions and you're constantly having this 154 barrier. Always, like every 2 seconds. That's crazy. I don't even need any life regeneration or whatever shit. Like the potion is more than enough to last for me. Alright, and yeah, the mastery skills is just completely empty. I don't need this. I'm just clearly spamming and abusing this mechanic. And for the rest of the items, right, for now, I think this is the best. But all of the other skills, like you have +1 rank to Hydra, where is my boots? +1 rank to ice armor, and then lightning spear has an 18% chance. As long as it spawns a minion, I think it's really very strong. Okay, the rest is just resistance and stuff. So, there really isn't a good. I don't even know what are the list of the legendary items, but I just pick up and see as I go. And these are the few ones that I think it's really very good. So like while ice armor is active, you leave behind exploding ice that deal 83% damage. So even ice armor, right, is like constantly up. Like it has a cooldown of 18.92 seconds, right? But when you're fighting bosses, it doesn't even feel like 18 seconds. It's probably like 3 seconds or so only. It's almost full uptime. That's why it's so broken. I felt that it's just too broken, alright? I'm not sure if they're going to do anything about this or is this intended. But I think if this is intended, this seems to be way stronger than Necromancer. Alright, from my point of view. Okay, so yep, that's it. I hope you guys enjoy and I'll see you in the next open beta. Bye!